that's excellent, because I wasn't going into deep space. Hello, Tarsi. Right. So I've started a new tune. This one's Andorian, which I'll show you in a minute. I've already done the start of it, and I've decided actually to do the TOS series, because I understood this was a little bit different. Oh, that'd be right. Why do they always time it for right now? Box. Right, 2 seconds. Dump and dump. I think that was the last one. I had that so well planned, and now I've distracted myself. Right, yes, I think that's right. Bush. I still done that wrong. Right, so this character is actually an established character, and he's called Thielen Naresh, or otherwise known as Telian Terrorofrishi, also known as Thielen. I'm going to call him Thielen. And he is a serving officer in the United Federation of Planets Starfleet, and he became one of the most influential presidents of the United Federation of Planets in the 24th century. He was the Federation president when first contact was made with the Cardassian Union. He was also an historic meeting with the Ligurians at Vulcan in 2327, to which the Cardassians had been invited as observers. However, Cardassian efforts to sabotage the Ligurian delegation, though disavowed by the Cardassian government, served to damage diplomatic processes, leading eventually to the Cardassian Wars. And that information is from Taking Wing and Star Trek comic Enter the Wolves. So, I've actually made this an actual officer. Oh shit. How did I go that far? Bollocks. Okay, hold on. So I will do my first episode. I just didn't think anyone's that interested in watching us do the tutorial. That was the word I was looking for before. So let me just show you. There he is. He's hardly got anything. There's all his stats, which is just basically all 0. But yes, I did treat myself for this tune. Although I'm kind of regretting me actually doing that. Hello? Hello? How we doing? The dog's finally come out of his hiding place. I swear to God, if you now want to go, I want to go for a toilet. I'm going to kill your dog. Yeah. Hello. Did you hear a bang bang before? Did you hear a bang bang? Yeah. I know, it's horrible, isn't it? Yeah. So, I'm going to do the episode Entering the Shadow, which I don't think that's what it's called. Oh no, in the Shadow of Cestus. Which is funny, because I was trying to rename this one the USS Barco, but it wouldn't let us, because I've already got a ship named that. So I was a bit paid off. Slow down to impulse. There we go, I'll stop. Let's actually begin this. So I've never actually done these levels. She's quite impressive.
We're reading
though.
several Gorn ships on our sensors, as well as the USS Zhangha. The Zhangha is hailing us now.
On screen.
Welcome to Edrin 4. I'm Bridget McKinnon, CO of the USS Zhangha. Glad you could join us. My science teams are on site and conducting initial surveys. Apparently, this place is quite the geological marvel. We're not the only ones present, though. Our friends from the Gorn hegemony aren't terribly chatty, but so far they're keeping the peace.
How can we help, Captain?
Well, I'm sure my people wouldn't mind an extra hand down there on the geological marvel. Feel free to join the party.
I'll send a team to the surface then. Nebraska out. Helm, set course. This is quite a nice ship, like.
Captain, the Gorn are scanning us. They might not be talkative, but they are curious about us. Orders?
Maintain course, steady as she goes, Helm.
I recommend caution when dealing with the Gorn. They can be easily provoked.
Just watch them. Just get a bit closer to the Shanghai. Oh, it's Delius class.
We have entered the orbit of Edrin
Transporter
4,
room to
Captain.
bridge. The geological
ahead.
team, supplies, and gear are ready to beam down to Edrin 4.
Very good, stand by for transport. All stop. I think it's time that we
Lowering shields for transport. I'm detecting some unusual energy signatures in orbital space near Edrin 4. Recommend we perform a deep scan of each. They could be hazardous.
Agreed. Helm, bring us into sensor range.
Strange. For a moment there...
What have you got, Tulsi?
It's nothing, Captain. Thought I was picking up an impulse drive. False alarm. I'll recalibrate the sensors. Don't want to be jumping at shadows here.
Are you sure? Very well, carry on.
Captain, the science and engineering teams indicate that they have made it to the surface and made contact with the science team from the Zhangha. The rest of the landing party is standing by in Transporter Room 1. They're ready to beam down when you are.
Not now. Right, we'll go down now then.
Captain, the science and engineering teams indicate that they...
Energize.
There you are. Better late than never, huh? Ensign Skavron, Starfleet Corps of Engineers. Lovely planet we've got here. Charming, even, if you're fond of heat and rocks. Still, it's not a complete wash. To say this place is mineral-rich would be an understatement.
Sounds exciting, Ensign.
Press left to scan the area. Your tricorder will point you toward your nearest objective.
Let us
My tricorder's showing some interesting mineral formations beyond this ridge.
excellent.
This looks like a good place to start our scans.
Okay. And oh, I see it.
Nice to see a report was spot on for once. The mineral deposits here are remarkably pure. This carbon deposit is unusually pure. Apparently the Metrons don't prepare half-rate planets.
The Metrons. I know that name. Of course. The Gorn Cetristry. How could I forget?
Whoever gets the mineral rights to this planet will be pleased. Very pleased indeed.
Let's run over to the next set.
My readings indicate there might be dilithium on this planet. I'll need to take more scans to be sure.
Dilithium would come in very handy.
The variety of minerals in the topsoil alone is astounding. The soil here has a high concentration of sulfur. Either my tricorder's broken, or the soil here has an amazingly high concentration of sulfur.
I'm sure you just said that. Ugh, my nose told me that before your tricorder, Henson. Phew!
What the? Mortar fire? We'd better head back to... Whoa! We can't reach the camp. Who would do this?
Look! Over there!
It's the Gorn!
Oh.
Captain, this is Lieutenant Newman. One of the Gorn ships just exploded. They're blaming us and attacking our forces, on the surface and in orbit. Captain McKinnon tried to explain, but they aren't responding to any hails.
Got a red alert, Lieutenant.
Way ahead of you, Captain. We're defending ourselves, and our shields are up, which means we can't beam you back to the ship. Afraid you're on your own for now.
Understood. We will find our own way back.
Over there. There might be a way out of this infernal canyon
Yeah.
further down the valley.
Tarsi? Tarsi? Is that normal? Well, I know it's pretty much normal anyway. Be careful. I wasn't. Get one of them. Who's healing me there?
We need a way out of this canyon. And I'm thinking that big rock up there is it. With a little Federation ingenuity, we can topple this rock with a makeshift bomb. Once it's down, we can walk across it and get back to camp before the Gorn use the Zhang-Ha's science team as target practice.
And where will we find this bomb, Ensign?
Have you read Captain Kirk's report on this place? We have all the materials we need here to make bombs. They won't be pretty like me, but they'll get results. If you can collect the materials, Ensign Hunter and I will work out where to place the explosives. We're going to need at least 3 bamboo containers, sulfur, potassium nitrate, and coal.
Let's do this.
Behind us!
Ooh. Christ, that was like right behind us. They're strong, but they're stupid. So them apparently can collect things from behind them. See if we can flank them. Are you guys actually going to shoot them?
Good. Let's take these materials over to the bottom of that huge rock.
I'm pretty sure he was surrendering there.
Right. Ensign Hunter and I will construct the bombs we need to bring down this rock across the canyon. That's the easy part. It's up to you to keep those angry Gorn off us while we work. Hope you're a good shot.
Understood. Work quickly, Ensign.
Well, at least the Gorn are punctual. Keep them off us! Crush that coal up good, Hunter. Not like that. Finer. Careful with that. Potassium nitrate can react explosively with these materials. Now mix it with the coal. Carefully. I'd rather not get blown to pieces today, if you don't mind. We're just about done.
Oh, I can't die just yet. Fuck off. Oh, there she is. So now she comes in to help. Oh.
Done! Now let's get these bombs in place.
Well, that was handy.
Well, now that Ensign Hunter and I did the hard work, it's time for you to pull your weight around here. You need to place these charges under the rock. Spread them out, though not too far. I'm sure you can figure out an optimal placement.
Easy. I think.
The bombs are primed to blow. We should move to a safe distance.
Run, 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 run.
Fire in the hole! Huh. Back in the Academy, they said that in the battle of man versus nature, man loses. Well, take that, nature.
Think your victory other Mother Nature will hold, Ensign?
Absolutely. We should be able to climb that rock just fine. It's steep, but a minor obstacle for us nature conquerors. Just, watch your step.
Will do. Let's move out, but be careful, everyone. Gorn may still be around.
I hope the scientists are all right. The Gorn aren't known for their mercy.
Agreed, Ensign Hunter. Let us move quickly.
Looks like some Gorn came through here. We better hurry.
Agreed. Careful, everyone. There. You'll be able to stand behind a building, right?
Thank you.
Dr. Ward.
Things were looking pretty grim there for a moment. The Gorn. They kept saying the deaths of their people would be avenged, but we didn't do anything. I haven't fired a phaser since the Academy.
You're safe now, Doctor. Join your people on the shuttle and head back to the Zikan.
Glad you're in one piece, Captain. It's clear up here for the moment. Transporters are standing by.
Beam us up.
Looks like the Gorn have exercised the better part of valor, Captain. But the Zhang Ha's in rough shape. Captain McKinnon is hailing us now.
On screen.
Good to hear from you. Thank you for saving my people.
No thanks needed, Captain. What's your status?
We're making repairs, but it'll be some time before our engines are back online.
We'll head to your position. Maybe we can get you up running faster. If there's no anomalies in the area.
We're picking up Gorn warp signatures on
What's
our long-range sensors here. They're coming back.
Helm, put us between the Ziyang and the Gorn.
Press the right trigger to fire energy weapons. Press the right bumper to fire torpedoes. Target shield has failed.
Start repairs.
Thanks for covering us. The Gorn would have made short work of my ship otherwise. I owe you one.
How are the repairs coming?
Slow but steady. Our warp drive is still disabled, but we're making progress.
We have some spare supplies. We can beam over to you and assist you.
Thanks. I hate to ask, but something's bothering me. We picked up strange energy readings before the attack. It could be nothing.
Send your data to us. I'll have some of my crew take a look.
Sending it now. I'd start with the debris of the Gorn ship that was destroyed. There might be a clue there.
Acknowledge. Stay safe, Captain. All stop. Scans.
Captain, the crew of the Zhang Ha were onto something. I ran a deep scan analysis of the Gorn debris, and the results are damned peculiar.
Go on.
Gorn ships aren't as tough as a Tellarite design, but our scaly friends know a thing or two about hull plating. Whoever fired this shot knew exactly where to hit them.
Can you tell who did it?
Not with the data we have now, but the science team just found another strange energy reading nearby.
Let's see what's out there. Helm, set a course. All stop. Scan the anomaly.
Picking up debris from the Gorn ship, and some trace elements of weapons-grade plasma. Sir, I know who did this. It's the Romulans.
Romulans? Are you sure?
I'll shave my eyebrows if I'm wrong. It's the Romulans, I'm sure of it. There's more bad news. The Gorn are coming back, weapons hot. Orders?
Red alert, tactical, target their subsystems to disable them.
It's the same ship as before. Doesn't look like they're back at full strength, though.
Target's shields have failed.
Why won't they not listen? Try hailing them. Maybe we can convince them. All stop.
We thought we could share this space equally, Federation. Your unprovoked act of aggression against our research vessel tells me otherwise.
Captain, we have data that which proves that the Romulans attacked the ship.
I see no Romulans, only Federation ships. Do you think me a fool, Captain?
I'm sending data that exonerates us.
Most convenient, Captain. But I am unconvinced. Produce these Romulans that you claim destroyed our ship, or prepare to pay for your crimes.
Captain, I've got an idea. If
Ensign.
we can generate a charged particle burst, we might overload their cloak.
Make it happen, Civic.
You're quite the clever one, Captain. Too clever, I'm afraid. No one can know of our actions here today. Your death, while regrettable, is necessary.
We'll see about that. All hands, red alert. I see the Gorner joining us. Yeah. Keep firing.
Target shields have failed.
Bring us about. All stop.
Well fought, Federation. The hegemony will remember the Romulan treachery today, and your assistance in exposing it.
Thank you.
I propose we continue our joint surveys of Edrin 4 under a mutual non-aggression pact.
Perhaps one day we will explore together.
So there was another player on the field. Nice work out there,
It's
Captain.
always Romulans.
We'll be heading for the closest starbase soon, but we'll be back to finish our work here, along with the Gorn, I'll wager. I think the Romulans will take a pass, though.
And with good reason. Good luck, Captain.
All decks have reported in. We're ready to disembark on your order.
Helm, take us out. Warp 3.
Most missions can be turned in remotely. Hold the X button to bring up your Captain Commands menu and select Turn In to report to the
Good to hear from you.
and turn in the mission.
I've read Captain McKinnon's report. Sounds like things got a little rough on Edrin 4. Still, the diplomatic corps thinks your actions will make a difference in future talks with the Gorn. Well done.
Thank you.
Stay safe.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
Starfleet hasn't heard from Deep Space Station K-13 in a while. It's in a tactically sensitive part of the quadrant, and the brass is getting concerned. Get out there, find out what you can, and render assistance if needed. And hey, be careful, okay? This could go sideways, fast.
I'll
Stay
accept
safe
the
out
mission.
You are now in sector space.
Thank you, Admiral.
Ships travel at warp speed between systems. Combat does not take place in sector space.
Helm, set course for K-13. So Romulans were behind the attacks. Senior crew, any advice? Could Romulans be behind this? It's too far away for them. Klingons? Captain, we are almost at Deep Space K13. She's huge. All stop. Scans. Nothing on sensors. And warp slow. In response to hails? Negative, sir.
We've arrived near Deep Space K13, Captain. This is odd. I'm not picking up any comm traffic. No signals, nothing at all.
Nothing.
From K13 or the other ships in system.
Scan for signs of enemy ships or activity.
Sensors aren't detecting enemy vessels or warp signatures. No signs of combat either. This is peculiar. I'm not sure what to make of it.
Yellow alert. Prepare for approach. Miriam.
Captain, the other ships are raising shields and charging weapons.
What?
Warning, ship is under attack. Target shield has failed.
Keep on attacking the Pioneer. See if we can destroy them.
All ships disabled, Captain.
Good.
Captain, those were the Starfleet ships assigned to patrol this sector. I don't think that was a war game or training sim. Their weapons were at full power.
Full power. See if we can raise any of their ships. Use all channels, try whatever it takes to get through.
Stay away! They're taking control! Don't come near us! They'll take you too! This station...
Funny, I was actually just reading this comment today.
Station...
Who's taking control? What's happening over there? Close the channel.
Message from Starfleet Command, Captain. We're to investigate the situation immediately.
Captain Doherty mentioned the station. Bring us close enough to scan Clay 13.
No signs of combat on board the station, Captain. No hostile life form readings either. Everything's quiet.
Something's not right.
Sensors are picking up a number of life signs over there, but I'm not reading any unusual activity. All of the station systems seem to be functioning normally. Think we should beam over and have a look around?
Have a landing party meet me in the transporter room.
I don't like this. No one's at their duty stations. Not even the transporter operator. Station's not on alert. What's happening? Tricorder's picking up a life sign nearby. Looks like they're in sickbay just across the hall.
Set phase just done. Let's get to the bottom of this. What are those? Phaser blasts.
Those blast points on the wall are from phaser fire. There was a fight here. But with whom? No sign of Klingon or Romulan weapon fire. Just Federation.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
The lights have all been dimmed, but it looks like sickbay's still operational.
Captain, I think I saw motion in that room to the left.
Stop where you are and turn about slowly. I need to determine if you are infected.
Infected with what exactly?
Neural parasites. A life form last encountered by the crew of the Enterprise at
was
Den of a
actually
colony.
reading this.
Those possessed by the creatures tend to engage in hostilities with the uninfected. The better to render them fit for infestation.
Well, as you can see, we're friendly, Ensign.
Temet, and while you have not engaged in
Temet.
hostilities thus far, I have seen infected employ false passivity in order to lure unwary prey. A tricorder scan of your adrenaline levels should verify your status.
A logical precaution, Ensign. Scan away.
Scans show a slightly elevated level of adrenaline, though nowhere near that of an infected life form. Thank you for your patience. One can never be too cautious where these parasites are concerned.
Tell me more about them. I want to know what we're dealing with.
They are a life form that propagates by infiltrating the nervous system of a host creature. Through this neural link, they can compel their host to obey their bidding. They can also inflict extreme pain upon the host at will, and do so to discourage attempts at resistance. While effective, this punishment can lead to permanent neurological damage or death. At this time, most of the station personnel have become infected. While there is a possibility of uninfected survivors, I must warn that it is remote.
I see. Any recommendations,
According to
Ensign?
Starfleet data files, the parasites can be safely destroyed by exposure to high-intensity ultraviolet
I
light.
see.
My attempts at reconfiguring the station's lighting thus far have been unsuccessful. I am a physician, not a habitat engineer.
I see. Luckily, I actually have engineer.
As a precaution, I have developed a serum that can render a person toxic to the creatures. However, medical supplies here are limited. I have enough serum to inoculate your landing party and one other person.
Oh, hopefully we're not alone here. This is Lieutenant Voxer of the USS Nebraska. Is anyone on the station able to respond?
Now there's a voice I wasn't expecting. I take it you heard my distress call then. Well, in case you haven't noticed, the station's been overrun by neuroparasites. The wee devils are back with a vengeance.
Ah, Mr. Scott, you were served on the Enterprise, of course. So I see. We're safe up in sickbay. Can you join us here?
I'm afraid not. I'm in the auxiliary control room, down on the engineering deck. The place is filthy with parasites, so you'll understand if I don't go out for a wee jaunt.
Understood, Scotty. We'll make our way down to you to flourish out.
I have secured a small amount of security gear. It may give you another edge against the parasites.
Excellent. You're that. Let's gear up and head to engineering.
Equip your bridge officers by selecting them, then double-click an item in your inventory to have them equip it.
If we pass through the mess hall, we can access a turbo lift to reach engineering. Whenever you are ready.
Mm-hmm. I can't hear what you say. Okay. I've got to be quiet now. He's complaining. Let's just... Is that it? Nice transport room.
These crew members, they are all infected by the parasites. Be careful.
I've got a thing about sticks.
The creatures continue to be resistant to tricorder scans, sir. It may be fascinating. I'm
Go on.
detecting an unusually high level of tachyons nearby. Based on these readings, it is possible that a temporal event has occurred on the station within the last 4.2 hours.
Fascinating indeed. Let's keep going. Temporal. I think we have to worry a bit more about temporal because you're physically going through Ensign Hunter. How strong are you? See if I can come round the back from them. Engineering.
The auxiliary control station is down the hall to our right. I'm reading a single human life form within the room. The biosigns match those of Commander Scott in the Starfleet medical database.
Let's not keep them waiting then.
Hi there. It's good
Mr.
to see
Scott.
a friendly face. There you are. I was beginning to get a bit concerned. Thought you might have been taken by those little beasties. I'll just lock the door so none of them can get in while we discuss our next course of action. Now that you're here, we've some work to do. The way I see it, we need to get to main engineering and turn on the station's ultraviolet lighting. That'll sort the nasty buggers out properly.
Is that so, Tomas?
While I cannot attest to the ability of UV light to sort Denivan parasites, it will initiate a complete molecular breakdown within all parasites exposed to it.
Ensign?
Aye, she's a Vulcan, all right. I was trying to override the lighting controls from here. It looks like someone sabotaged several duotronic relays. We have to repair them if we're going to have any chance of saving the station. Before we go, grab yourself a kit from the crate there. It might come in handy. We better get a move on. The parasites aren't ones to loiter about.
Very first start, lead the way.
Equip a kit to gain new ground combat abilities.
Aye, this is one of the broken relays, right here.
Hold on.
That one was easy. Just a few more to go. Alright, there are several ways through the engineering section here. Keep in mind that the parasites tend to stay in dark corners. If you want to avoid them, do your best to stay in the lit areas.
Thanks for the reminder, Mr. Scott. But something tells me it's not going to be that simple.
Remember, the parasites like the dark. We devils that they are.
Our odds of success are greatest if we remain in well-lit areas.
Yes. The question is, oh, excellent. Earl of Energy. I really think you'll stop walking into the beams like.
Now this may be a bit tricky.
I'm surprised it's exploring.
Just a wee bit longer.
Oh, you are shooting me.
There
Never
we
mind.
are now.
There. Yeah, Mr. Scott, I think Kirk would have a bit of an issue if I got you killed.
This one just needs new fuses. There we are. Good as new.
So where am I going to go now then? Along and up the second one.
I'll have this fixed up straight away. That takes care of that. No trouble at all.
Oh. Shit, I was trying to shoot her. Did she look evil there? Oh.
Personal shield losing power. Enemy targets on sensors.
There we go.
Enemy targets on sensors.
Oh, there it is. Come on, get off. Well, you can't be going over there, like, why I'm doing that?
Ah, it looks like someone has overridden the command codes. You best get to the command center and see what you can do from there. I'll stay here, barricade the door, and keep trying to get those UV lights going.
Alright, Scotty, stay safe.
Look, who are those soldiers? They're definitely not Starfleet.
Personal shield losing power.
Get the lights while the commander's down.
What? What the hell are them?
The parasites, they're dying.
Kill the Federation vermin!
Remnants?
We need to talk.
Now's not a good time, Hunter.
Actually, the name's Daniels. This may be a little difficult to absorb,
Daniels?
but recent events may make it more plausible. I'm actually from the future. I can't tell you how
What?
far. Just that it's a future worth protecting. That's why I'm here now. The aliens we're fighting are called the Nakul, and they're waging a
Nakul.
temporal cold war with us. They're trying to change the timeline here. There's only so much I can reveal to you. Trust that we're doing the right thing here. I can't tell you how far. Just that it's a future worth protecting. Time's a factor. We need to stop the Nakul from obtaining the neural parasites. The Nakul ship that brought these invaders is now fighting the USS Ptolemy. Someone must have sent a distress call. Unfortunately, Ptolemy is no match for the Nakul. Neither is your ship, at least not alone. We should eliminate the parasites on the ships you fought earlier. Those crews will help you once their minds are their own again. It's risky, but it's our best shot here.
That's quite a lot to take in, Ensign Hunt Daniels.
We can return to the ship on your orders.
Let's go back to the ship. But something isn't right.
The Ptolemy is holding the Nakul off while we rescue the other ships, but they won't last long.
On screen.
I'm transferring command codes to you now. Use them to remotely access the computer on those disabled ships and emit an ultraviolet flash inside.
This is Captain Seralt of the Ptolemy. We have engaged the enemy ship, but we are outmatched. Please restore those ships and join the fight quickly.
That did it, Captain. Looks like everyone's coming around. The parasites are gone.
This is Captain Doherty of the USS Myrmidon. What happened? What's going on?
Your crew was taken over by neutral parasites. We're defeating them. Now you need our help to fight the alien ship.
Parasites? What? Okay, sorry. We're right behind you, Captain. Lead the way.
Acknowledged. Now we need to fight together. In the coup. Keep firing. Actually, I look kind of very Babylon 5-ish.
Fine work, Captain. You sent those devils back to wherever they came from. Aye. We do have a wee problem, however. The burst I sent, when combined with the power source, created a feedback pulse.
Feedback pulse.
The feedback is creating some kind of spatial anomaly, which is beginning to pull the station in. We need to evacuate immediately.
Evacuate case 13. Oh, stop.
Scott here. The portal's collapsing. We're in for a right bumpy ride.
What?
Everyone's aboard. Get us clear before that portal blows. There she goes. I don't think anyone's ever seen a station do that.
Where's it going? That's coming on my paycheck, right?
Captain, before K-13 was pulled into the vortex, I picked up a few distress signals from inside the station.
Scotty, you said we had everyone. They're gone.
Perhaps not. After all, it was a temporal vortex. They may well survive. In another time.
Let's hope so, Scotty. Let's hope so.
Well then, it's been quite a day, hasn't it? Neural parasites, time-traveling raiders. Why, things will seem almost normal once I'm back on the Enterprise. Speaking of, I'm sure the ships here can give me a lift back to her now that they're parasite-free. If Starfleet Command gives you any grief on this, remind them that lives are more valuable than equipment. And you saved a lot of lives today.
Thank you, Scotty. Give my regards to Captain Kirk and the crew.
I apologize for springing all of this on you at the last minute. And I'll
Daniels.
explain more as soon as I can. For now, I can tell you that history is unfolding as it should, and that was not the end of K-13. You're building a fine tradition of making the right decisions in crisis situations. In the meantime, don't talk to anyone about the Nakul or their time travel. We can't risk any further corruption of the timeline.
Understood. We'll talk soon, Daniels. And I'm going to need more answers.
System scans clear, Captain. Looks like everything's getting back to normal. We can leave the system on your orders.
See if we can do some scans. Let's report to
Let me
old
get
Garrett.
this straight. K-13, an entire space station, just disappeared into some type of spatial anomaly?
Yes, Admiral.
And I thought some of Kirk's after-action reports were a little out there.
Hmm.
Starfleet Command won't be pleased with the loss of K-13, or the people that were still on board. But they'll be happy to hear about the lives you did save. Good
Thank
work
you, Admiral.
out there. Keep it up. Stay safe.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
We have a problem at Babel. Caridian rebels have taken several Federation trade officials hostage.
Caridian.
They're threatening to kill them unless the UFP withdraws from the Corridan sector. I'd like you to work with the negotiation team and try to resolve this peacefully.
Accept.
I apologize for springing...
Daniels.
Captain, I need to speak with you in my quarters. I think it's time for that explanation I owe you.
Very well. I'll be there shortly.
There's more to this mission than you realize, Captain. Something's not right. I'll explain shortly.
That's quite a statement. And that was it.